On a football Sunday, what more could I say? What more could I say on a football Sunday? Watched a few games today. Two games I was really wanting to see was the Giants game. We got a lot of stuff to do with the Giants organization. It got a lot of stuff to do, but hope Jackson Dart come back okay. Bless up, bless up. Hope he come back okay. Jameis Winston, he tried his best today. But the New York Giants lost today. We got a lot to do, because it's a good team, got a good defense, but giving up 34 points today, that wasn't good. But the game of the day for me, blessed to you, Marlene, blessed to you, man. How are you doing? Hope everything is okay. I would say the game of the day today was, I don't like that new name. I'ma still call them the Oakland Raiders, I don't like when sports teams trade certain names and think you're supposed to get along with. I grew up with the team belonging to Oakland Raiders, and bless up, Eric. That's what I'm going to continue to call them. Bless up. I'm going to continue to call them the Oakland Raiders, because that's what I grew up on. And I like tradition, like you want to change the name because of business. Well, I don't have nothing to do with that business. I don't have nothing, and millions of people around the world and in America don't have nothing to do, and people are used to certain names of certain teams. Now, Cleveland Browns organization, I've been watching their games a lot this year because of, Shador, and I ain't gonna say I've been watching Cleveland games more than the New York Giants games because I try to catch all of the games that I like, and I try to watch all of the teams that I like too, at that. The teams that I don't catch, I'll watch it on ESPN, and I'll catch up on different teams and different games, on ESPN, the ones that I don't watch. Now, I watched this Cleveland game today with the Oakland Raiders, and I forgot how much sacks the Cleveland Browns got, but they made an NFL record, if I'm correct, today. But my main point of watching this game with the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns was I knew Shador Sanders was going to win the game and the Cleveland Browns was going to win the game. But my main point about this live is he been disrespected in Cleveland, and we have to really stop playing games with stuff that's not true. And what's true, we need to really start giving it respect and stop playing. Because if I cut it down short, all the young kid want to do is play football. Okay? All the kid want to do is play football. But you make things happen where you got him and Dylan Gabriel fighting for position to be the B-string quarterback. And Dylan Gabriel, as they said, beat Shador Sanders out, you know. But everybody that watched college football from 3 years ago, and anybody that know football, not just talk about it, but you actually know what you're talking about, it ain't no quarterback gonna be perfect. But anybody from watching football 3 years ago, You know for a fact that Shador Sanders is a better quarterback than Dylan Gabriel. Okay, that's not no if, ands, or buts, or maybes. You just know that. Okay? But when certain people in this world don't like certain people, they will make you look like the bottomless pit. And that's what they did to Shador Sanders. And I'm going to keep on saying it. I don't know what happened with Shador Sanders and a lot of these NFL teams, but something went on where it was something, okay? Because it's not right, okay? When things don't look right and things don't feel right, it's just not right. You ain't even got to search no more. And how he been treated in the Cleveland Browns organization, the whole world see that. Okay, and I don't like to explain things that adults should already know and that adults see already. You seen how a young man was treated, where you got an organization that's supposed to be more presentable than him, but he showed who was grown more than you. Because week after week, day after day, whether it was in the newspapers or whether it was on the sports news, you heard different news reports of this going on in the Cleveland organization, that going on. And he had to hear all of this to where in the beginning of the year, don't you remember, we had Joe Flacco on the team. Joe Flacco was traded. I forgot where he got traded to, excuse me. But Joe Flacco was traded. So you know what happens. Dylan Gabriel will be the starting quarterback. You put him in, right, to be the starting quarterback after Joe Flacco was off the team. And you seen what he did. But just to throw it in a young man's face, you didn't give him no first team reps. You gave Dylan Gabriel all the first team reps. And when Shador Sanders was put in a game, yes, he did get dogged last week. And everybody was saying, yeah, it was bad that he went 4 for 16. And that's what everybody was looking at. But nobody didn't look at in the fourth quarter where he actually could have helped get the team back to win. Nobody ain't talk about that, but everybody was talking about the 4 and 16. And this is why you see is a whole bunch of grown men that's older than him trying to sabotage his career that didn't even start yet in the NFL. Most of these people done had a career or have a career in whether it's commentating for football, commentating for sports, or you was a football player before, whether it was on the offensive or defensive side. And the thing is, what I don't get, a lot of these veteran players that used to play and still do play, y'all should speak up for the young man. Okay? Because it's not right what's going on. And shout out to his family that came, Deion Sanders and Bucky. Because that's one thing, a lot of people in life don't got no family. But God bless to all of the people out there that do got family that got they back. Because don't let nobody tell you nothing about strangers and strange things that's going on in this world. But it ain't nothing like people having your back. And not that they gotta be there though. But you just know that they there. Okay? And through all of the things, they threw dirt on Deion Sanders' name for years. But you know what? He came and backed up his son. His brother Bucky was there to back up his little brother. Some people in this world, they need the people that they love to have their back when the world is against them. And me, I love that. Okay? I love that when the world is against you, but you still feel you can fight the world. Because you know why? You got that one person that never lets you down, or you got them few people. And that's how family and real people are supposed to be. When the world fight against you, they stand up beside you and say, let's go. We got this. Shout out to my cousin Chunky. Okay? Because he's one of them. And I'm the same with him, or the same with anybody that I say I love. If the world is against you, I don't care. We gonna defeat that. Okay? It don't matter how the odds look. It matter how you gonna conquer them odds. Cause just because it may look uneven, don't mean that you gotta think uneven. You gotta fight to make it even. And as we always see in this world that we live in, time and time, you have the people that gotta fight for their respect. And that's why you enjoy it even more, okay? When you gotta fight for your respect. When there ain't nobody believing you but your family or your people. And when you fight for your respect, that's why I say the people that disrespect this Shador, he shouldn't have no respect for them. And I'm not saying that he disrespect them, but you know what? This is when you say, who are you? Because these are the same people that they wasn't there for him. Like, example, Rex Ryan. He got a lot of nerve, Rexy. Okay? He got a lot of nerves, Rexy. You try to insult Shador Sanders and talking about his ability to be a quarterback and all these type of stuff. You try to attack, not his quarterback skills. You try to attack his character in saying he was lazy. And this is what a lot of people did to black athletes and black people in America and around the world. They try to attack your character in the media. Okay? How dare you try to attack this young man's character? And this is the thing about a lot of you people behind the scenes that think you want to talk about football, and you are not talking about football. You are talking about his skin. Okay? You are talking about things that are not football. So I want to say, Rex Ryan, who said you a good coach just because of your skin complexion? Because when we look at you, people could say that you're lazy, okay, just by your looks. But it's no more where America, this establishment, you have to stop thinking that it's okay for you to criticize young black men and black women like it's okay. And nobody is supposed to criticize you. Because if anybody talk about you, we already know what's the deal. It's not fair. Okay? Because you may say whatever you want, and you may put particular people out there to say certain things to certain people, and you gonna act like it's not coming from you, but it's all coming from you. Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Ja Rastafari, perfect timing.